Yeah, this is actually quite serious, and I haven't spoken to you guys about it. But so David Teague is currently the coach of the Carlton Football Club, unless things have changed over the past 24 hours. But all season, the writing has been on the wall for him about him losing his job because of the pressures of AFL and the team not performing with, it's a win-loss business. So it's an outcomes-based business with a lot of people invested in the club members, and they've got an external review. So it's not people that are within the club doing the review. They've got people externally who are from football backgrounds to coming to do the review. And it's been the story of the year. And something I noticed on Saturday night, which for me, it was quite triggering for me, actually, because I saw him do his post-match press conference. So in Carlton's final game of the year, they lost to the Giants. So in Eddie Betts' 350th and final game and Levi Casbolt's final game, they wanted to put on a show. They wanted to win. They didn't. And they weren't really expected to win. They were expected to win from an emotional point of view. And David Teague, who has been quite resilient in the media, which has been one of his biggest criticisms this season of the way he presents in the media, that he's been quite beige and hasn't really had a strong opinion on things. Last week, he said he wished the board backed him publicly more when questioned.
Imagine being under the microscope for the whole year, though, as if you wouldn't be anything but
exactly.
beige,
and then on Saturday night, it's the first time that he said in the press conference, it doesn't look like it's going my way with the review. So he's technically conceded that he's not going to have a job. Now, why that was triggering for me is because I saw the pure emotion in him, and he actually let himself go a little bit and started talking about journos, specifically pointed out some journos who have been taking pot shots at him. And I watched it, and it was uncomfortable, and it was raw. And it was triggering because, Rosie, this is what you and I experienced when we were at the radio station. So, full specifics of what happened to and I can say to me, and I don't want to just drag you into it, Rosie, but we're all collectively in the same thing. So David Teague is rocking up to work every day not knowing if he had a job or not. It's as simple as that. And he's not knowing when he's going to find out if he's got a job or not. And then he'd be going to people saying, do I have a job or not? And they could say, look, we don't know, but we'll tell you at some stage. So at Nova... On
top of that, he's got mountains of media speculation as well.
Exactly. So let me just preface this by saying, before we go into the Nova thing... The journalists are doing their job by asking questions and reporting what they need to. There's a big difference between reporting the facts and having an opinion just to create a headline. There's 3 different ways of being a journalist there. And some of them are paid for clicks and clickbait and stuff, which is unfortunately the sad reality we live in. The other part is David has been told publicly by the media he's a big boy. He knew what he was getting into with this job. It's a public job. It's a high-intention situation, but that's what you sign up for. Hold on to that comment there, guys. So then we go to Nova. So we got told by our CEO that over 5 weeks, 70 people would lose their jobs nationally. And that's I've said that publicly before. But what I didn't say was that every Friday at our team meeting, which was a staff meeting, it was a who is losing their job today meeting.
Or who are we saying publicly lost their job because it happened on a Tuesday and
Correct.
word got around every single week.
Correct. So it actually got to a stage where in the third Friday, where Rosie and I hadn't been informed yet, we were left till last. Yep. In the third Friday, the person presenting the team meeting said to the staff, because I don't believe they handled that crisis in a true leadership style. That's on them, how they want to be leaders, and I don't understand the stress that they were under at the time, so I'm not going to pretend I know what they were going through. But the comment was, look, you guys aren't going to pay attention to this meeting unless I do the who's losing their jobs. So I'll leave that to the end, so you guys stay in this meeting to the end. So it was
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, so it was like a teaser to go, and we're all on Zoom for this third week. So, and this was one of the salespeople that lost their job. He was an absolute legend. And it was basically, we're going to leave this one to the end because you're not going to pay attention for us to do around the grounds on who's performing well in the ratings and who's done well this week.
God.
Yeah.
The reason I raise this is because in every situation in Australia and the world at the moment, people are losing their jobs. And I think that in a situation when you have a high-profile job, and in Adelaide, working in radio is a profiled position. For David Teague, I think everybody should have empathy. Your job title, your salary, or the pressure that you have in your job, that doesn't take away the fact that you're also a human being. Just because you earn good money. You're the coach of a team in the biggest sporting competition in Australia. That doesn't go, you're cool, you're excused from having human emotions. And I think that in situations like this, I hope that he has the support from his network of people and the AFL following on whatever decision is made. Because right now, everyone's sensitivity is at an all-time high because of COVID, because of isolation, because of lockdown. Mental health issues are through the roof. We as people see people of profile go through traumatic experiences, and some people love doing that because it normalizes it, so we can go, cool, they go through shit just like me. Yep. But we can't celebrate it, and I really feel for the guy. And I don't know why this one specifically has really impacted me, but it's tough, man. Everyone's a human being. So I know I'm ranting a little bit, but I think it's important just to talk about that stuff, because it'd be really difficult.
The club's letting down.
I totally agree.
Massively. There was, I don't know if you saw Ross Lyon on Footy Classified, I think last week, or it might have been early. Yeah, it was last week. He basically sacked him and applied for the job himself, and it was horribly handled. I can't remember who it was, but someone came out and said that, he overplayed his card on that one. It was too much.
It's so difficult because everyone is going to lose their job at some stage through their life. That's just what happens, whether it's by choice or you're pushed. But nothing then should take away the fact that you're a human being, and we all go through human emotions. Where this guy specifically, he'd be earning a lot of money, but why does that take away any human emotions that he should have? And it's a really difficult time at the moment through social media and through journalists specifically now are trying to fight for relevance more than ever, because everybody has the opportunity to break news and report information because they are a journalist. In the media, everybody now has a platform to create content. So no one should feel safe, but that doesn't mean we need to bring others down.
Doesn't also mean it's quality content.
That's exactly right.
Side note.
Yeah, I like that. It was a good bit of fire. So I just wanted to say that.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Can we go into the best team, please?
Sweet.
Aussie